You were saying?
So yeah, before I digressed and then you digressed even further, I was with my sisters playing this, over many years, because one of the proud things I have to say is that because I've been a gamer my whole life, I've influenced both of my younger sisters to also, have a love for games, and especially have a love for this game, Minecraft. And anyway, one thing they will know about me is I always seem to, I don't know why, I just have this love for building a house on stilts. And we had many worlds together as a family. We had many family worlds that we'd work on, and then we would delete it and make a new world together. And almost every single one of those worlds, dude, I built a house on stilts. And for the first time on YouTube, I've built this new house, which should be out in the next one of my next episodes on this new server. And yeah, man, that's a house on stilts. It's it's held up always by these wooden planks, which I really love. It just gives the house depth,
I remember your base on the Nocturnal server. I remember had like a lot of different levels to it, if you remember that.
Oh man, my base. I can't even remember my base. The pagoda one, the Chinese looking building.
Was that it? Yeah, I remember it just had like a lot of levels, like a lot of floors to it. It felt kind of towerish, but how would you put it?
Hold on a minute. No, that was my single player world on Nocturnal server. I can't, do you know? One thing, I don't think I can even remember my house from the Nocturnal server, man. I don't remember what I built. I don't remember.
I remember it
sure
because I remember you had a base because I remember going to it. That's how I remember it.
Dude, like, it's crazy.
Whoa!
I missed you by accident, by purpose. But dude, no, I don't. I remember your house is outrageous. The one you built on the edge of that jungle cliff. That was when the jungles very first came out, actually.
Oh god, you know what's really funny about this story is that I don't even remember what I built on that server.
Exactly, I'm gonna show clips. If I remember after this in the editing, I'm gonna edit in some clips of some of our memories together of some of those worlds. But we never recorded an episode that we have on YouTube, did we? I don't think, unfortunately, together.
I don't know if I record it with you or not. I remember you being around. I think you were on the server when we were recording, but I don't know if we were ever part of each other's like videos. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. We'll have to go back and dig through our content and see what we had. But I didn't do it for very long, so I didn't have that many videos.
Yeah, I almost fell through it. Yeah, man. Which is amazing. I'm so happy you've now found some time to be able to, and also found the computer, which is the thing that changed me. I stopped doing videos, not because I wanted to. I wanted to carry on. Oh no, Jesus, almost died. But because I did not have a powerful enough computer. It's quite sad, to continue my YouTube dream. So 5 years later, I bought 5-6 years later, which was just a few years ago now, I got a new one and made HotCuppaTV, and this has been the start of me being able to create all kinds of really, series that I've always dreamed of, different fun games. And yeah, man, it's time. It's your time now. Time for you.
It's time for me to get back to it. Yep. Oh man, just stretching.
Exactly. So you can do we can do the morning stretches on here. You can do your morning yoga, overlooking.
That's right.
Overlooking this reef, which I think we want to fill with fish. I'm definitely going to bring every type of fish back, and we're going to have a multicolored aquarium going on in here. Dude, look, there's already a school of salmon, actually, dude. So inside of that.
Oops. Yeah, I saw where? Okay, yeah, I see them. Yeah, I noticed that because I thought when I started playing Minecraft again and they added the salmon, I tried fishing for that salmon, but I don't believe those fish bite.
No, there's one fish that I guess does harm you. Excuse me. And
really?
It's not, but it doesn't bite as such. It's a puffer fish. If you go near it, it blows up and becomes bigger. Have you seen those?
I've caught the fish. I caught puffer fish, but I haven't seen them like in the actual. I haven't seen like 3D modeled puffer fish, but I've caught like really the invisible tiny puffer fish.
Yeah, I guess they look as small as a silver fish, and then when you go and they're swimming, and then when you go close to them, it blows up and becomes bigger. And then if you touch the bigger one, just like a pufferfish in real life, I think, and it's got spikes on, and then if you touch it, just like it poisons you, or it gives you a special poison effect, puffer poison or something, I'm not sure. And anyway, it's medium harmful. I don't think it's that harmful, but yeah, it can be a deadly thing if you're already on low health, I guess, in the sea.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, just be careful of that. The beautiful thing about Minecraft is they have added, especially since we were playing last together, they have added updates and updates and updates of new things. It's so exciting.
Yeah, I noticed just today, I think I saw dolphins for the first time.
See, you haven't even seen dolphins yet, man. It's crazy. There's dolphins. I think we saw that underwater village just before we recorded next to our island, which it's not a village, it's an underwater ruins, technically, they're called.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, I think the lore of them is supposed to be old villages that got swamped by the ocean. The past. I guess like the Atlantis version of Minecraft.
That's it, eh? But there are like the underwater temples too. I've seen those. Those are a bit older, but those are pretty sketchy, dude. I don't want to go near them.
The actual big temples with the they're called guardian temples.
Yeah, those guys with the lasers.
Bro,
sketchy.
I've never taken on a guardian temple.
For me.
Yeah, exactly. I've been always too scared. I think I've always even with full armor, like I feel like I'm not. You need like potions that make you that make you dig faster underwater as well, and stuff like that. Like, dude, so far I've just been too scared to take them on. And like a couple of people on my server that I'm playing on at the moment, the excuse me, the Minecraft server that I'm currently playing on, which is Lionheart. Yeah, there's a few players on there who have told me they've tackled multiple temples and like, you know, they've already fight the Wither, and we've only been playing on that server like really like what, 2 months? So it's crazy how fast people do progression in the game, some players. And then there's other players that like haven't even found diamond yet on there, you know, like I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah, but that goes to show though that this is a game where there is no right order to do anything. You can just do anything in any order you want, and you can still pretty much get as much out of the game as anyone else is going to get. And you can pretty much do everything that everyone else is doing, but you don't have to do it the same way that they're doing it. Like, you know, if someone wants to start a new world and they don't want to build a house, they don't want to mine for diamonds, they just want to kill Endermen and try to go fight the dragon, it's like they can. You know what I mean? And it's like,
crazy.
I don't know. It's like when I hear people say, like, there's people that say that they're really bad at Minecraft, and it's like, I don't understand how you can be bad at Minecraft. There's just different ways. If you play Minecraft with like 100 different people, then you're gonna play it with them in 100 different ways.
Definitely, it's so true. Just need to get a crafting table here. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've had this exact same conversation the other day. When I think I had a similar conversation when I was recording, which will be again out very soon. And when I wasn't recording on that server with other members of the server, and we talked about the same thing, how they all, because it's crazy, we were all talking about, like, we were introducing ourselves to each other, because like, so just like you are in Canada, I'm in the UK right now. Most of us are playing from different areas of the world, which is another insane beautiful thing about this game. Just how it brings people together, how it makes you know, international friends. And everyone has different playing styles. Some were talking that they like to do lots of farming, build lots of pets and animals, and they never care about ever getting diamonds. Can you believe that? And some are like players who they love crafting and just building, and they do everything to focus on building. Yeah, and then some love more just, they never build a house, they go out on an adventure, or they build one house and then they move to another house. So yeah, I'm probably more on the building side of things. I love to build a whole area, and then like just keep working on the area and building new things and adding things. Like this island, for example. Yeah, this island's a perfect example. I really like to venture off
and look at areas and think about what you can do to that area. You know what I mean? Like you and I were like, you and I were looking at this island from different angles from a distance, just thinking about what it could potentially look like in the future and what structures could look like on the island.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But
man,
I think there's a skeleton up there.
That's one of like the most exciting things. Like, oh, do you know there is two amazing things about this game? Like, or two really fun points that I love one is when you are like you said, you know, well, for the very first time, maybe you find a world, maybe you do a little bit of adventuring, maybe you're trying to find a place to build your first home, or maybe you're looking at a few different areas, and the first exciting thing is scouting out a location, finding a new location. Like you said, doing what we're doing now, planning for that location. You know, your mind starts coming up with all these ideas, and one of them clicks in your heart, you know, and you can really imagine it, and you're like, you know, wow, that's what I have to do. You know, I can't wait to build that. Like what you said on that episode, I remember you made that episode when we were on the server, maybe on episode 3, or you found a location for your home, and I remember you were looking at the edge of that jungle cliff, and you were like, I can't wait to show you guys what I'm going to build here. And then you ended up, you know, you were planning it, and then later on you built a really awesome side of the jungle home, and then finally people could see what was in your imagination. That's one of the beautiful things.
Yeah,
about
that's
Minecraft.
just it. Yeah. That's a perfect way to word it. Is building and ultimately revealing to the people what you are thinking. So it's like, you can do your best to try to describe something and stuff like that, but like if you have a vision, like you got to really show people what you are thinking. Yeah, that's a perfect way to word it.
I'm going to move the chest outside of this zone that you have mapped out, and so far I'm loving the area you've mapped out. I completely agree with where the house should go, and I'm totally on board with this. I'm going to move the chest outside of that, and the chest is going to be, I've chucked in wood and the supplies I guess we're going to need for building. We can bring all the supplies we need for building over, and I guess we could store it into these chests, so we don't have to keep, so that then we can stay and work on the house for a few episodes, and maybe we don't have to keep getting too many extra supplies. Do you like having the house in an odd number? Because this is one thing that's important for me. Is
I do.
You know how there's a door, so you need the door to be in the middle. Well, you don't always need it to be in the middle, but usually I prefer it to be in the middle, right? And then you have.
I prefer it too. Yep.
Perfect, and then then there's an odd number so that the door is symmetrical. Because as all Minecrafters know, if something's not symmetrical, it's like Minecraft OCD kicks in.
No, 100%. I'm glad you said that. Not even just for the doors, but for building my roofs, or roofs. It really helps to find the center of the roof when the building is, because when you're building a roof with the point, I always want the roof to be like the point of the roof, like the centerpiece. I always want it to be aligned with the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's just me, but
yeah, I completely agree with that. You know, roofs is something. You know, I follow an amazing Minecrafter. I'm sure you must have heard of him on YouTube, called Rendog. Have you heard of Rendog?
You know what? We talked about him before. I looked him up, I believe. But I remember you were the one that introduced me to it.
Like, half of the people who are watching immediately will know what I'm talking about. My sisters, my family, any of my friends will know what I'm talking about. I've talked about this person so many years. If it weren't for Rendog, I may have never started YouTube, or specifically started Minecraft on YouTube, because I probably would have, because there's so many other Minecraft YouTubers, and I was always so inspired by Minecraft content. But Rendog was one of those very first old school Minecrafters, and he's been doing it for many years. Sleep.
Yeah.
And it inspired me from the beginning. He, for example, I think his first video was like in 2010, and his first Minecraft video episode has over 10 million views right? So he's
Oh my god.
yeah, and it's like episode 1 of his first ever series, and it's amazing. And it was just, I think it's 10 million, right? Something like that. Maybe 10 million, I think it was. But yeah, bro, and he was there from the beginning, and I've been following him for many years. So he has the most amazing way of telling stories and connecting with his viewers on a really personal level. And he's just such an amazing guy. And yeah, man, he inspired me so much. But he told me, I remember he was explaining about, you know, his views about Minecraft and how he plays Minecraft, and it just reminds me of that so much.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
And what were we talking about just before that? Because you said something that led on to that subject, actually. While I clear out some of these trees down here.
We were talking about like how we like to build, and like we were talking about things being symmetrical and building in odd numbers and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I remember he had a funny thing he would always say. He would always talk about Minecraft OCD. And he had like so many...
Oh yeah. That's what you said.
Yeah, and he had so many episodes dedicated to like curing people's... Right, he had 100 episodes, 200, and then 3, and then 400 episode series, right? So of course on his single player world, and it was a hugely followed... It was like as big as EFOS, right? So really popular series. And of course he had many buildings unfinished. And so many comments were just people complaining, of course. Go back and finish this. Oh, you didn't finish this from season 1. You still have to finish. You know, really like amazing big buildings that were close to people's hearts. And he would do whole episodes dedicated to going back to solving people's OCD. So it was,
trying to finish old projects, yeah.
Not because he wanted to. He was done with it. He's fed up. He didn't want to go back to them. They were old buildings. Like, you know, he hated that. He didn't want to do that. But
it's
he's
just
like,
to satisfy people.
Yeah, he's like, once again, guys, I'm doing this to satisfy you. I know this is going to mean a lot to you. So we're going to go back and finally finish this, you know, like 10-year-old building that's, you know, that we never finished. And it's crazy. But yeah, also about roofs. He talked about the complexity of roofs. Because he's on the Hermitcraft server, right? You must have heard of Hermitcraft.
I've heard of it. Yep.
So he built these like elven kind of medieval type houses with these really crazy pointed, like really large wooden roofs that were really pointed and curved. And so he was talking about how difficult it is to build a roof. And his argument is, in Minecraft, many people are creative, many people are good at building, but not many people are actually good at building good roofs, because roofs on Minecraft are, you know, underestimated.
They're hard.
They're surprisingly hard to get
they're
right.
Hard, yeah.
Very hard. It's not like the floor and the you know, and the base of the house. It's the actual roof can be so much more difficult from your imagination to put into a real roof. Because for me, even myself, I think about everything I've built. It's always been just a very simple flat roof, and it's never been anything fun. It's never been anything interesting. It's just been slabs and then a second layer of slabs in a different direction, right? It's not been anything more than that. So it would be really interesting for us to maybe work on a quirky roof, or maybe you probably have a better idea in mind of a good roof. So yeah, there's also the fact that when we have multiple layers of the house, the roof might be on different layers. Like we may have 2 roofs. We may have the top roof, and then we may have the medium roof at the bottom, for example. You know, or maybe we have a balcony coming off halfway up the house, and on top of the balcony has its own roof. You know, things like that.
Yeah, I like that idea. I really do like that idea of a balcony.
Maybe the balcony overlooks this crater, this water actually. So maybe we have one nice balcony that overlooks this side of the house, or sorry, that comes off this side of the house, right, and kind of floats above this, comes slightly above this pool, maybe something like that.
Yeah, something like that for sure.
So yeah, how much more time have you got today for recording?
Well, I gotta end my recording session here soon.
Okay, no problem.
But we can totally pick up, like, we can totally pick up where we've left off, or we can start a video on like another project, anything like that. Like, you know, I don't think there's no laws to this series, it seems.
That's what I love about it so much. It's super flexible. And yeah, we're just building. It's just two Minecraft friends hanging out and chatting, which is the way it's supposed to be. And sometimes I don't do that enough because I'm always focusing on a series, right, on my channel, which is nice to have this because haven't got any plans for this. I'm just going to record and put it out. And I'll probably put these episodes out very randomly and in between my other series so that people have just something to watch, you know?
For sure.
Which is something I'm trying to improve a lot on my channel is consistency. Having regular videos is, I love HotCuppaTV so much. I was telling you the story about it before we started recording, about how much it means to me. And having consistent videos is something I'm really working on at the moment. It's something I really want to improve on the channel. I want to have always something that I can upload and always something available. And this is a great chance, this series, to do that.
For sure. I agree, man, 100%.
And you're going to have another series. What else are you going to have on your channel, actually, that may be going right now?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Do you think I should say the game just in case if this video sees YouTube first? I don't know. Anyway, I did record a game, a series. It's a shorter series, but yeah, it's a single player game. I beat the story. I want to put it up. It's my first time playing it. A lot of people are going to get very angry that it's my first time playing it.
Yeah.
But you know.
I wasn't angry. I was just really surprised. I was not angry at all, but I was very surprised that was your first time, I guess. I guess not everyone has played it though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give away the name, but I'm sure I'm not. Everyone definitely has not played it because I think it was only out for a games console originally. Like you could not play that on PC originally, I think. So,
really, I didn't even know that.
It was originally on the one console it came out for. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
How old? I think it's the one you're playing, which is the first one, is 10 years old now. So old. Like it's a really old classic game.
It might be. Yeah. I think it's possible. I could be wrong, but I want to say that it might be 2007 or 8. I think it's a little bit older than 2010. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that series, I want to do a single player Minecraft series, kind of like your Coffee Reef, actually just like your Coffee Reef. Wow. And then nice. I don't know. There's a lot of other games.
That already gives you 3 good series, doesn't it? I mean, you've got this, which is which can be just your side series, your relaxing series, which you don't have to focus on, and then your main Minecraft one, which is going to be my favorite probably, and then your other new one, your other one for this game, which to be honest, you've already finished, so you now have extra space for potentially another one.
I have a list of games that I would like to play through on YouTube. There's some games that are like kind of other, in the same realm as your like City Skylines and stuff like that. That I would like to
talk to you about. Yeah, man, I was going to ask you actually. I was going to ask you what you think about all the games I'm playing, each one by one. Like, I really want to know your thoughts. For example, I don't even know what you think about Jurassic World Evolution yet. I don't know if it's your type of game. I don't know if you've ever found that interesting. Like dinosaurs and the whole dinosaur universe, dude, is something I am fucking obsessed with. And sorry for the language. It's just I love that so much. Anything to do with dinosaur games.
It's so fascinating, dude. And obviously the Jurassic Park movies are awesome. Jurassic World is awesome. I really like what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I really liked that.
The movie will be coming out like, I don't know, next year even maybe now. I think it was originally planned for this year. I'm doing a podcast about that.
Yeah, it probably got delayed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So I totally like those types of games, and Jurassic World is like probably Jurassic Park is like the best universe to have one of those games. Like to create your own Jurassic Park is that's such a sick idea, dude.